Hi guys, how are you doing? I am back. So as I mentioned in my last video, that I did quite a bit of scrapbook shopping just to prepare for the possibility of closing down for a couple weeks. We don't know really where everything's up in the air. We're kind of in a part of the country that it's not being hit hard. I'm talking about the coronavirus if you're watching this way down in the future. So one of those orders that I made was I just went to Hip Kit Club, and I used to subscribe to them in the past. I loved their kits, but I just didn't want to do a monthly kit at this point in time. And so I just went back and kind of ordered just a few random older kits, month kits and embellishment kits. And so I was going to show you what I got there. So this is going to go into my my new stash. So as always, they give you this beautiful tissue paper, which I will definitely use on my layouts. I love the tissue paper. And then here's a box of goodies. I'm going to go through them as they came to me. And so first off, I have the March 2020 full kit and the embellishment kit. I thought so their site was a little weird. I don't know if it was because I did it on my phone. I was trying to I had ordered a whole bunch more, and then all of a sudden it kept saying out of stock, but it wouldn't tell you which one was out of stock. So I would just be randomly delete them. So the out of stock notice would go off the screen and let me check out. And so I think I maybe deleted a couple that I didn't need to, but that's okay. It saved me money. It's okay. I wish I would have gotten the newest embellishment kit with the May or the Mark. No, this would be the new one. There was another one that I hoped that I'm like, oh, I wish I had gotten that, but that's okay, because it shows up as still being in stock. And so I don't know if their website just isn't completely updated, or if everyone else was shopping like I was. I don't know. Anyway, so this is, I hope the lighting's okay. It's foggy outside. It's been foggy here for like 2 weeks straight, which is not helping matters at all. It's been foggy and raining and just kind of gross. But this is, I get up closer here. I'm going to show you the kit first, but I'm actually going to combine these just so that when I go to play with them, I have everything combined. So I'll show you the main kit first. And again, this is March 2020, so their most recent one. I love their bags too. I love to reuse them. So let's see here. Make sure you guys can see okay. So some really fun papers. This is from Heidi Swapp Art Walk. Now, I haven't gotten any of Heidi Swapp's newer products, so super happy to have gotten some in these. Let's see, that's a little bit better. I'm gonna turn that off, I think. Okay, and this is super pretty, artsy, painty looking paper. And then just a very clear kind of creamy color, with a tad bit of distressing on the back. I'll show you this here. And then this is, I believe, from Paige Evans. Yep, Pink Paisley. So you'll notice that I got a lot of things, and of course, I had ordered all my cherry on top stuff, and I wasn't really looking too closely. When I ordered these, I kind of treat them as though they're like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a, when you just order a box of like their extra goodies and you don't know what you're getting. I kind of treat these that way, even though you can see what's in their collections. I just kind of like to just randomly grab these kits, and I know I'm going to have duplicates, so I don't really look too closely and say, oh, I already have that and that and that, so is it worth getting the other things? I'm just like, they've put this fun kit together, I'm going to work with it as a kit, and if I have duplicates of the items, I'm going to work with those in with the manufacturer's kits that I already have them in. So that's kind of my mindset, good or bad. But a lot of these, if they've picked it for these kits, they're often the most popular pretty embellishments anyway, or papers, so I'm okay having 2 of them anyway. So that one is, I already have, but that's okay. So I'm not even gonna really mention like, oh, I already have this. Some of these, I probably say about half of the stuff I already have with what I ordered from Cherry on Top and scrapbook.com, but it'll be fun to use them in a different way. This is from the Hey Hello collection from Jen Hadfield, and just a really pretty spring. I love lined paper. It's just a great background paper. And then Heidi Swap storyline, so I don't have any of that. Like I really haven't ordered any Heidi Swap stuff in a long time. So I need to get back on and look at her stuff a little bit more closely. But the color scheme of this is very similar to the color scheme, which is why they did this, that Magical Forest line. I talked in my last video about how much I love that color scheme, and so I'm happy about that. This is really pretty pinkish color on the back there. And then another, oops, I think I skipped one. No, I didn't. Nope. Okay. And then another one from her Art Walk collection. And a nice graph paper from Art Walk. And this is perfect for our coffee shop we're in the process of opening has this exact tin style ceiling, like the old school, like beautiful cream tin. So that's really cool. And then another one from Hey Hello. This is one of my favorites from that collection, and I love the black and white there. And then this is from Storyline. Again, I just love these colors. So I'm gonna have to, I think, look at that Storyline collection and see if I can look at that, because I really love those colors, and I can mix them with some of the Magical Forest pieces that I can use, because just a lot of the collection, I don't see myself using a lot of the stickers and those kinds of things. Bloom Street, number 6, the hearts, is one of my favorite papers from that collection, and it's beautiful rainbow from Storyline. I love that. And then on the back is this really pretty watercolory. So there's the papers. I'm gonna just kind of span them out for you here. And then with the main kit, it came the Bloom Street butterflies, which I go through. Butterflies and bows I tend to just use very quickly, so I'm excited about that. And then the Flutter words. This was from with the Bloom collection, just super cute. I love those colors. Okay. And then the Jen Hadfeld homemade Hey Hello ephemera pieces. So this kind of pulls in like the yellows as well as the pinks and the teals and things like that. So I love that. I always love thinking about the creation of a kit, because I love making kits so much. And then Surfboard, Say It in Crystals from Prima. So I rarely buy Prima things, so it's super fun to have these. Those are really cute. And then these really fun alphas. I love these. They are chipboard, and they are, and they have text very faintly in the background, like a newspaper text, and then they have an outline of black. So I love white with black outline letters, and I love newsprint, especially like faded out like that. That's probably one of my all-time favorite alphas. I don't know if I can think of any others that I like more than that. That's awesome. And then the embellishment kit has these cute bows, which I bought multiples of because I love these things. And so that brings in some of these really darker yellows and peachy colors, things like that from the Storyline collection. And I am giggling a little bit because if you watched my last video, you saw I actually accidentally already ordered 2 of these, although my daughter's getting 1 and will be very happy about that. So, but now I still have 2, but this I will work with just in this collection of supplies. So, but if you didn't see it in the last video, it's just a super cute sticker pack with flowers and words. And a lot of times the Jen Hadfeld collections, the homemade collections, will have a lot of items that work really well for making cards. And so a lot of times I will put their supply, her leftovers that I can't use on scrapbook pages into my like card stash and use them to make cards, which I really like. And then some more of these. So I have lots of these, but these I use those, I go through those very fast. And then it came with Heidi Swap's ephemera. I don't know if this is from Storyline or if it's from the art, or if it comes from either one. It doesn't say. Oh, I think it's from the Storyline because it has that really pretty rainbow with the orangey yellow and kind of pink tones. So some ephemera pieces there. And then the sticker pack from the Jen Hadfeld collection. So Love that. Love those coffee cups. So very fun. So super cute kit. I'm excited to work with this collection of supplies together. Love that. So that again is from March 2020. Okay. Did y'all make it through my last haul video? Actually, I'm not for sure. Maybe this one will post before that one because it's going to take a while to download. Now that I have kids at home doing online schooling, I have to be more cautious about our internet usage. And so who knows when I'll get all this uploaded. But okay, so this is another main kit plus embellishment kit from January of 2020. And so let me unload this here. Okay. So this is a really fun paper. It makes it feel like Valentine's mixed with St. Patty's Day, which is kind of a fun paper. That is by Pink Paisley Lucky S, which I don't think I got that collection. And I'm kind of surprised. I usually get all the Pink Paisley collection, so I'll have to go back and look at that one. And this fun stripe, this is from Pink Fresh. Super cool. And I think also that same collection. Oh, this is from My Favorite Story. So it has the stars on there. This beautiful pink stripe is from the Lucky S Pink Paisley. I wonder. I need that one's. I need that one. I think that's cute. And then another Pink Fresh. My Favorite Story. These are both Pink Fresh, My Favorite Story. And same. No, this is from Super Cool. I love a good black and white stripe, and that is also from My Favorite Story. This is pretty peached on the back, and this really beautiful mint green, and this floral, which is gorgeous. And that's from My Favorite Story. And then spin these out here. So most of it is Pink Fresh, which all seems to like work really well together. And then that Pink Fresh I added in kind of pulls in. No, I don't know that I like there. I think that's probably the side that was intended. Probably both of these sides here because of those different pink tones that show up. So granted, you could still, you could still take this one and pair it with, well, obviously you could pair it with this one, but you could even just pair it with just this one. It doesn't feel like it really matches the rest, but if you just wanted to make a layout with like just these two, you're good to go. That's the thing with kits, is it doesn't have to mean every single paper has to like match each other in some way. I imagine they probably use this maybe as their guideline because it does match those like different pink tones that are showing up, but it's being able to take 2 or 3 different papers and make them work together. So I could easily, if I wanted to use this kind of brighter, pink toned paper with this peachier tone that kind of shows up in this paper, and then I could add in just another fun solid color and be good. And so, or even pull this one in. So it's, having the multiple sides makes a big difference, but also just kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, and that if you don't feel like something matches quite well, maybe it does if you just narrow it down a little bit. And so that's what I like to do when I make my kits. So hopefully you saw all that. I don't know if I was on screen that whole time, but anyway, so this came with these My Favorite Story chipboard flares, which I don't think I got. I got a lot of them My Favorite Story, but I don't think I got these. So that's really fun. I might split these in half or something, or put the leftovers in with that collection, because I like to have more dimensional pieces in my kits to make them full kits. And so that I think will be a very beneficial thing to have with this, but also with the My Favorite Story collection that I had. And then this is So Frosty from Hip Kit Club. So this is exclusive, which is one of the reasons why, like, this is a kit I kind of like to go. Well, Felicity Jane is the same way. They're all exclusive, and so I like to go to Felicity Jane sometimes too, and just order like random kits that I don't have, past kits. And you spend a few more dollars doing it that way, but then I don't have to. I'm not paying for it every month, which that has a huge benefit to it too. It just comes to you automatically. I'm just not in a place where I'm using supplies quite enough to do that. So I'm good just shopping when I want to shop and that kind of thing right now. But I love that you get exclusive things. So that's a huge benefit to these kits. And this is a wintry themed one. So, but it's more of muted tones. So your blues, pinks, grayish blues, those kinds of colors. So really pretty there. And then the Lucky Us enamel dots. They're glittery. They're super pretty. And then I think this is another My Favorite Story, their ephemera pack. And I think this is also that same, oh, this is from the Super Cool collection. These are really pretty blue alphas. And that's a really pretty color. So I love that. You can see that will obviously mesh with all the Pink Fresh stuff, but yeah, it's just super pretty. Love that. And then also the words and phrases from My Favorite Story, the puffy phrase sheet came with that as well. So if you can see, just like I don't know a whole lot about Hip Kit Club per se. Like I said, I used to subscribe, but you can tell I've talked about this in the past with how when I create kits, and they're very much in the same. So you see, you have your variety of papers and different ways they can work together, but then and an alpha, which is kind of one of those key things. But when it comes to the embellishments, you can see they really got a good mix, and this is important to me in having a successful time using a kit. You have your flat pieces, so you have your ephemera pieces, right, that you can tuck in and layer and all those things, and then you have kind of more of your medium-sized pieces or your more dimensional pieces here. That you're going to then kind of layer on top of those. And here you have your puffy phrases, and then your chipboard pieces, and then you have your finishing touches, which are going to be like your enamel dots or your sequins or those kinds of things. And that's kind of the way I work, is I want to have a good array of flat pieces, a good array of dimensional pieces, and then those finishing touch pieces, which can be flat or can be dimensional. I usually like them to be dimensional, like the enamel dots or bling or those kinds of things. And so a really good array of product here. If I were to add to this kit, the only thing I'd probably add is maybe a little bit larger layering pieces like Project Life cards or cut apart sheets. Like, that's why I love the cut apart sheets that come with collections, is because they're often that middle, like medium size layering piece before you even get to these pieces. So that would be the only thing that I would maybe change. But again, you can do cutouts from the papers or whatever to create that. So I'm just going to leave that out because I still have my embellishment pack here. So hopefully you guys can see everything. Okay, so then the embellishment pack, and maybe the embellishment pack has a few more of those things. I don't remember what all was in here. Okay, so we got some flowers, which are really nice tuck-in pieces as well as these here. And those are from the My Favorite Story collection. So those would be good because you have some of those big flowers. Those are nice. Some more finishing, what I would call finishing touch pieces. So the Pink Paisley Lucky Us, they're puffy heart stickers and XO stickers. And then these bows from My Favorite Story are really cute. Those are fun. So you can put them together to look like that. That's cute. And then these are these chipboard stickers, which they're more dimensional pieces. They're larger size dimensional pieces, which is good. Those are really cute. And then another alpha, which it's white with this fun little detail, gold detail. I don't know if you can see them or not on them. Those are really cute. So I have two alphas, one very neutral, the white, and then one the blue. So the blue isn't going to work on every layout that I do, but the white will. So it's a nice kit to have. This one, to me, looking at it, like, looks kind of out of sorts with everything else. But again, if you just think of it in terms of using it either just with the papers from this particular collection, or just using these more peachy colored ones versus, you know what I mean? Like if you look at them as individual pieces, like I could use half of this package with these papers, and some of them may not completely work, but they might. So well, it looks kind of out of sorts. Remember that if you look at them as individual pieces, they could very well go on like any of these layouts that you make. So there's that. Guys, you might get sick of me if we end up with 2 weeks off. I might be like a video crazy lady. Except the problem with that is that everyone's in the house, and so with our house being a little bit smaller, I don't have a lot of privacy. So as long as I can get into my desk and have it not be too noisy and crazy. That, or I'll just get a lot of scrapbooking done. That would be good too, right? Okay. So I got this. This was a July Project Life kit. They must have been out of the main kit, but I thought it'd just be a fun little pack, and I might actually just include this with one of the other kits. I'll look at the colors and see what works best. So basically you have these chipboard phrases from Cartabella, some pink fresh supplies from Just a Little Lovely, which I have. I think I may have that. I know I bought that and just a tiny bit of it, so maybe I'll include this with, maybe this is one I'll split up. We'll see. And then here's the Project Life cards, which are super fun. Some rub-ons from One Canoe 2, and some really cute yellow alphas from Pink Fresh from Office Hours, which is one I don't think I got either. So we'll see. I might just divide these out into other kits, or maybe add some papers to it. Maybe I'll go back and look at their main kit for that month. It must have been out of order, and try to copy it. That's always a fun thing, to go and kind of say, hey, okay, what do I have in my stash? They chose papers of, this many papers and this many other embellishments. Looking at this color scheme, what could I do to create my own kit? So this could be a really fun starting off point for that. And I might just do that. That might be a fun video to do. Okay. Sorry guys, which one you don't want to see. Put all this stuff over here. Okay. Alright, and I got, I think this is from December 2019 or 2018. I went back quite a ways. I think it's 2019. So I think all the 2018 stuff ended up being out of order or out of stock. So some fun Christmassy supplies. I think, if I remember, these are all Hip Kit Club papers. So these are all exclusive papers they must have created for Christmas, maybe December Daily. I think they had a December Daily kit that they had created. It's really beautiful. I love the colors. Very fun. Okay, so there's that. And I got some, these are all Hip Kit Club. So we have some bows and ephemera packs. Another ephemera pack. These are all Christmas trees. And this is like a variety of different things. And then some alphas are white with like a red stitching. Super cute. And then some chipboard stickers, which are really adorable. So that's a little fun kit to play with. So to this would probably add maybe a 6x8 or 6x6 paper pad to create some other layers. And then I'd probably include some bling or enamel dots of some sort, or maybe some like wood veneer pieces. So I could just go through my Christmas stash, bulk this kit up just a tad bit, and then I think I'd be good to go. I also, for my kits, like to add in a tool of some sort, just to encourage myself to use the tools. So maybe a stamp or a punch or that kind of thing too. so I could grab a fun Christmas punch and just try to get myself to use it while I'm using that particular collection of supplies. I don't know what month this was from. It was just the main kit. I'm guessing it's a fairly recent one. It has Pink Fresh, Just a Little Lovely. So maybe this is like earlier. Maybe this is February, maybe. Or March, maybe. I'm not for sure. This is from Bella Boulevard. Pink Fresh. Dear Lizzie, It's All Good. Just a Little Lovely from Pink Fresh. Echo Park Summer, Best Summer Ever. Copyright's 2019, so maybe these are from last year. Webster's Pages, that's a really cute paper. And Webster's Pages, that's really cute. I love that. Okay, what sides do I want to fan out here? Let me just fan out these here. Okay. And it came with Saturday Afternoon 1 Canoe 2 from 1 Canoe 2, the layered stickers, which kind of really mesh well with more of the Webster's Pages part of that collection. But you can also see, like I can see this one with this paper or this one with this paper. So again, it's looking at them individually. I love that camera so much. Just a Little Lovely puffy stickers. Hip Kit Club exclusive Hello Summer. So these are like kind of summery die cut pack. So yeah, this must have been last summer maybe. Some just nice white alphas from Just a Little Lovely. And then your puffy phrase stickers from Just a Little Lovely. So you have some fun title options there as well. So it's a very fun little collection of supplies. Okay. Last one, you guys. And then I probably won't be buying scrapbook supplies for a long, long, long time. No, I'm just kidding. I'll wait till the fall stuff comes out, right? Okay. I'm not for sure when this was from either. We have Pink Paisley, Paige Evans, Bloom Street 22. So I imagine fairly recent. I'm guessing this is probably March, maybe, because that's a fairly new collection. This is from Bloom Street as well. This is from Pink Fresh, Noteworthy, which is one I don't have any of that collection. That is the same Noteworthy. That's really pretty. Noteworthy as well there. These are, love this cut apart. So these are great for providing those tuck-in pieces and layering pieces. Heidi Swap Art Walk. It's hard to say. Super pretty. And then Bloom Street. This is one of my favorite papers from that collection. And a floral from Bloom Street as well. Okay. Okay, so then this came with the Bloom Street sticker book. It's really cute. And the Noteworthy ephemera sticker, or not sticker pack, ephemera pack pieces. And this alpha, which is amazing. And I love this alpha. That's from Noteworthy Pink Fresh. That is gorgeous. And then the puffy frames from that Noteworthy collection as well. So those are really fun. Those are puffy. The other ones were chipboard, but these are puffy ones. And then this came with some Nouveau crystal drops, and it's like a lilac, sweet lilac color. So that's something new and different that I don't have. So that will be fun to play with as well. So there is that collection kit, or that kit that I'm going to work with together. Again, I might have to bulk these up just a tad just to make them a little bit more usable for me, but this is really pretty collection of supplies, so I'm excited to sit down and do some scrapbooking. But I feel like it's like been all laundry catch up, and you know, now I have to cook like a lot more because everyone's home all the time. Like usually my husband travels and my kids are in school, so like most of the time it's just me, you know what I mean? And so now it's like husband's home, kids are home, so I'm like, okay, we need to find some new recipes and go shopping, and so it kind of adds a little bit to the time. But I think once that calms down, we'll be able to settle in, and hopefully my daughter and I can get some scrapbooking done. So anyway, thank you guys for being so patient and watching these crazy haul videos. I look forward to actually playing with these supplies I just got. And so with that said, happy scrapping, and everyone be safe and careful and healthy. Bye-bye.